All right, all you Super Metroid fans. That's right. We're back again with some more Super Metroid multi-category action. This tournament matchup is between Whewty rockin' everywhere and Osse101, the 2019 Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament champion. Tonight's tournament race will be any percent all bosses. And looks like both racers have readied up. We're just waiting for the countdown. And we'll see what these two have in store for us. All right, well, we've got one runner taken off, starting on Sirius Station. We hope Whewty will be able to join us. He said he was having some technical difficulties, so hopefully we get him up soon. But Osse101, aka Osse, starting on Sirius Station, bathed in blue light, using those arm pumps, quick jumps down the stairs. Really setting a good pace here early in the first 30 seconds of the race. And Osse has found the baby Metroid canister, but it is being guarded by that notorious Space Pelican, the leader of the Space Pirates, Ridley. So Osse damages himself down to 24 HP by hitting that tail, allowing them to skip through this phony fight against Ridley. Osse beginning his escape now. Osse continuing his escape. Continuing, he's through the tile room. Couple quick wall jumps, avoiding the steam coming out of the platforms, finishing up with a 44.87. Nice time from Osse. Osse making his way down to Zebus surface. We'll hope Whewty can get things straightened out. We would love to see him in action. In this, this has been highly anticipated. Any percent all bosses. That's right, not just the G4, the Golden 4 statue bosses. But both runners will have to defeat Spore Spawn, Crocomire, Batwoon, of course, and don't forget that Golden Terizo statue. Osse has reached the surface of Zebus. He's into Criteria, heading down Parlor, using the Moonfall technique, uncapping his fall speed ceiling. And again, in the reverse climb, just flying through that last platform and through the door into Old Torian. Very clean movement from Osse early as he makes his way into Retro Brinstar. Definitely got pitless through Old Torian. So you fans of the original Nintendo Metroid will certainly recognize these couple of rooms from the Nestroid. Morphing ball in the same place. It's so nice that they left it there. Perfect for Osse to just pick up like that. Osse heading down construction zone. Very clean movement. A nice mock ball to get to the first pack of missiles. And thus the game will spawn all of the enemies for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like Whewty's stream is really trying. He's at 15 seconds. I wonder where he is now, but it seems to be catching up. We'll see. He's going to Ridley now. Got a nice little. This is nice little vacation shots from Samus Aran. This is the time I fought Ridley on Sirius Station. Osse back into Old Torian. Once again, executing very nice movement there. Osse going with a right side climb, very crisp wall jumps. And Osse will make his way back up to the parlor. I can't believe I forgot a boss in this all bosses category. How could anyone forget about Bomb Torizo? So both Torizos will be fought, both the bomb version and the golden version. So we'll see what sort of drops the old Bomb Torizo has in store for Osse here. He's got full HP, so that should guarantee missile drops from BT. I agree, Chad. That's a terrific bombs time. Sub 5 minutes, mid 50s, very impressive. So Osse pounding Golden Torizo with missiles, ensuring drops, no decapitation animation. That was an extremely clean fight from Osse. Very nicely done. So Osse leaving Bomb Torizo, utilizing those arm pumps, moving Samus a pixel ahead for each arm pump completed, and now executing the Alcatraz escape. Perfect execution, gets it first try, and a quick bomb through the wall, and he's into Terminator. Whewty's stream refusing to give up the ghost. He's 3 minutes in now. Who knows where he could be? We're looking at, unfortunately, a black screen. But Osse's making his way down to Green Brinstar via this next elevator. And it is in Green Brinstar where we'll get our first major sequence break. And that is, of course, the early Supers Mock Ball. Osse setting up. He jumps through the door. Very well executed, flying under those gates with maximum speed. And a very swaggy D-boost to get those super missiles. Looks like Whewty's in construction zone now. But that was also almost 4 minutes ago. So there's no telling where there's no telling where Whewty might be. He might be done with Bomb Torizo, who knows? But we're seeing some nice pictures of Samus's last trip to Zebes. Here she is in construction zone. Osse contending with the most dastardly enemy in the entire game, which is a big wall. He got a bomb 5 times through that wall. Absolutely notorious. And of course, Osse picking up the charge missiles and heading down to pick up the charge beam. Using the charge beam item, Osse will be able to charge his beam, and that will allow him to inflict greater amounts of damage to all enemies and bosses in the game. So as far as routing for the any percent all bosses category, your guess is as good as mine, but Osse electing to continue setting this nice pace. No reason to go fight Spore Spawn yet, not until later on, maybe on the way back. And Osse's heading upstairs, so he's going Wreck Ship first. He'll be fighting Fantoon first before doing any other boss besides Bomb Torizo. Makes Red Tower look effortless. and maintaining his HP by using a series of bunny hops and then a swaggy D-boost at the end there, heading down to get those alpha power bombs. Another swaggy D-boost. Almost got my consonants mixed up. Those of you in the business know that is a spoonerism. Unintentional spoonerism was avoided by this commentator, but Osse, with very, very clean movement, has got his alpha power bombs. He's going to lay one down to open up that power bomb door and waste both of those cack attacks. And with that, folks, Osse's already back to the surface and heading to the wrecked ship. Whewty, meanwhile, has picked up his missile pack. Looks like he's picked up his bombs as well. He's left BT. But Osse showing off some very crisp movement here early. Now, the moat crossing can be very challenging for this newer route. Looks like Osse's going to set up for a horizontal bomb jump. And beautiful execution from Osse. First try horizontal bomb jump to get across the moat. And now he's got to cross the West Ocean with a series of so-called 90% jumps. But very, very nice so far. All right, we'll see what sort of patterns Fan-Tune has in store for Osse. This is the ghost with the most reset runs in this newer route. Got to take on the ghost with the most with only a single energy tank in addition to what you start with and only power suit. But Osse sending a fusillade of missiles at Fan-Tune, getting some good patterns here. Continuing to just pound Fan-Tune with missiles. Let's see if we can get another good pattern. Another fast. That's 2 fasts in a row. I believe that might have been 3. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong here. And Osse finishes off Fan-Tune, making it look effortless. Yeah, triple fast. 3 fast, 3 furious for Osse. A textbook fight. Meanwhile, Whewty's into Big Pink, so he'll be heading down to grab Charge Beam and the Charge Missiles. Next up for Osse is going to be making his way up wreck ship. I'm sure he'll grab those supers. And then we'll see how he handles the dreaded attic. There's more than just old clothes and boxes of knickknacks in this attic. It's chock-a-block full of enemies. And it can be a very tricky room for new and old Super Metroid speedrunner alike. So it looks like Whewty's into Red Tower now, so that's excellent. He'll probably be heading down to fight Kraid. Yep, he is heading to Kraid's warehouse. That's what the next slide in the slideshow tells us. Meanwhile, Osse destroying these atomics and key hunters with extreme prejudice. Super missiles, regular missiles, you name it. Whatever it takes to get through that room as quickly as possible, and Osse does so very quickly. Osse's got perfect energy to make it across this bowling trap. Look out for those spikes. With Power Suit, Samus takes more damage than if she's had Varia, thanks to Varia's 50% damage reduction. But Osse's unfazed. He's experienced. He's got full energy. Not concerned about a few scratches in his Power Suit. Meanwhile, Whewty setting up to fight Kraid. Osse gets to take a little breather at the bowling cutscene. And this is a great time to remind you that this Super Metroid multi-category tournament 2020 has a cash prize pool after the Swiss rounds. The Swiss rounds will set up a top 16 playoff, and those cash prizes are provided by Megacat Studios and Bowles Guarana. So thank you very much to those sponsors. So Osse has upgraded swag by infinity% with the beautiful purple paint job of that gravity suit. Whewty looks like he's about to engage with Kraid. Like, oh, wait, stop the presses. He's already beaten Kraid. He must have gotten the quick kill because he's already got his Varia suit, and the whole slideshow has exploded in a massive explosion, blinding light. Oh, no, he's fine. So he's got his Varia suit. He's got that beautiful orange suit. So maybe he'll be heading downtown, making his way downtown. You guys finish it for me. I know you know the lyrics. He'll be heading to Norfair. Meanwhile, Osse, on the other hand, who knows where Osse's going? No, we know. One of us knows. Some of us knows. No, I'm just being too silly now. Osse's going to make his way back across the hellway. Meanwhile, Whewty's exiting Kraid's warehouse. I believe he skipped the energy tank in the janitor's closet. Yep, he's going down to Norfair. Swaggy D-boost from Osse, but falls into the Vile Plume, but turns a negative into a positive with a quick farm of those bugs, getting a little bit of extra energy there. We'll see if Osse elects to fight Kraid now or if he's just going to go straight to Norfair. Skipping the Sloater's refill with 60 health for a runner of his experience is a very good idea. D-boost off of that enemy whose name escapes me, and he's past a cack attack, farming up a super. Whewty, though, heading for high jump. He's got the energy tank. We'll see if he picks up the missiles on the way out. So Osse has broken the tube. He's saved time. He won't have to break it later on. He's heading down to Norfair. He's got 3 whole bosses to take out in Norfair. So a little high five here as Whewty exits through Business Center from high jump. Osse, on the other hand, is into the high jump area, picking up that E-tank. And Osse lacing up those fresh kicks. Whewty's already got his pair of Nikes. So both runners, Samus's jump height has improved drastically. And now Whewty's into Bubble Mountain. Going to dethrone King Kak on his way to picking up Wave Beam and Speed Booster. Osse making his way up through Business Center with a couple ledge grabs and wall jumps. Very, very crisp movement, maintaining a really killer pace here. And Whewty's heading to get Speed Booster. With Speed Booster, both these runners will be able to boost their speed. That is, increase their velocity, run faster, move through rooms in less time than if they didn't have it. Not to belabor the point or anything, but another aspect of the Speed Booster item is the ability for the runners to store up accumulated fast. That's right, pure crystalline distilled fast. They'll store up their fast, and they will unleash all of their fast at once in a movement technique in Super Metroid known as the Shine Spark. The Shine Spark is so special a movement technique, it enables Samus to move in up to 1 of 5 different directions. That's right, Chad. It is called the Speed Booster because it boosts your speed. And looks like Whewty's into double chamber, picking up those wave missiles. Chad asking, does the fast contain Guarana? I don't know. I believe this game came out before Balls Guarana had really marketed their energy drink, or before energy drinks really became in vogue. So I'm going to go with no. But we're looking into that. We have shift work. We have a bunch of the top analysts in the entire world looking at the stored fast of the speed booster and whether or not it contains guarana. How many more times can this commentator say guarana? At least once more. And Whewty making his way under Bubble Mountain. He's going to go to Frogway, hopefully head down to Crocomire. Meanwhile, Osse's into Double Chamber, picking up those missiles before Wave Beam. Oog37 in chat saying, Hokey Towner, you are a blessing. I am hokey. That's absolutely right. Not just hockey, but hokey. But, you know, the real blessing is all of you viewers tuning in at home. We really thank you for tuning in tonight for this match between Whewty, rockin' everywhere, and veteran and champion of the Super Metroid Prodigy Tournament 2019, Osse101. So Osse's got his Wave Beam and Speed Booster. Chat predicting that Osse's going to head back to Meridia. No Spazer for Osse. I believe he's going to go pick up Plasma, if I'm reading chat correctly. Chat's got their Crystal Balls, their Magic 8 Balls. They've got their ESPN in tune with these runners. And Whewty executing an Alpha Spark, one of my favorite movement techniques. And now he's all the way back up Red Tower. Osse, meanwhile, taking that Norfair elevator back up to Brinstar. And as chat predicted, helping to carry this commentator through a wonderful category of any percent all bosses. Osse's heading back up Meridia. Whewty, meanwhile, climbing up Red Tower, making his way through Hellway. Looks like he got the damage boost, Whewty, that is. Meanwhile, Osse flying through Meridia, setting this incredible pace. Osse about to climb Mount Everest with a perfect spark, heading over to Batwoon. Looks like Whewty going for those Alpha PBs. We'll see if he sticks the landing. And he does. Perfect execution from Whewty, I'm guessing. And he picks up those Alpha PBs. Meanwhile, Osse flying up Aqueduct, very, very crisp, clean wall jumping, avoiding those mock troids as he heads into Batwoon. Looks like Osse101 going with the D-called strat, the Sidewinder missiles selected as he blasts Batwoon with a D-called and then a standard X-Factor, the double X-Factor on Batwoon. Impressive fight from Osse. That was absolutely ludicrous. In fact, to borrow a phrase from our friends across the pond, that was absolutely mental. That was very impressive. We got ourselves a gamer here, everybody. Whewty, meanwhile, about to spark across the moat. He's heading to wreck ship. Osse going for full halfy. He's got the Shine Spark, the stored fast, unleashed, perfect execution from Osse, flying all the way across the Coliseum, I believe it's called. And he'll be heading down into Dragon. So Osse destroying those turrets with some pinpoint missiles and setting up to X-Factor, Shine Spark, Dragon with a little 1-2 combo. Meanwhile, Whewty making his way down the wreck ship. The power isn't on, so Fantoon has not been defeated yet. Osse setting up for that jab cross combo. Gets the X-Factor and the Shine Spark, hitting Dragon's belly with a couple of particles. Now setting up for another spark, landing a few extra pot shots with those missiles and supers, avoiding the goop, and finishes off Dragon with a super missile. That was an incredible fight from Osse. Very, very clean and very fast. Whewty, though, about to open up against the Ghost with the most reset runs for any percent new route. And this Ghost is about to be busted if I know anything about Whewty's ability to fight Ghosts. Osse electing to pick up Space Jump, a great movement item. Doesn't increase your swag like Gravity or Varia Suit does, but it does allow you to do that spammable space jumps underwater. And if you can feel the rhythm, very, very fast jumping when you're outside of water. No spike suit or blue suit for Osse as he finished off Dragon with that super missile, so just a few quick space jumps across Coliseum going back the other way. Meanwhile, Whewty's got to be careful. He's got 61 HP. Looks like Fantoon's been damaged quite a bit. He's got a nice burnt orange color to him. If I had to guess, Whewty had super missiles selected. I think he was going to land that super and finish off Fantoon for good. And that is it. Bustin' makes me feel good. And all you watching at home, and hope Bustin' Ghost makes you feel good. Call the Ghostbusters. Now the Ghostbusters are washed up. They're too late. Both the runners have busted the ghost, so Fantoon is dead for both of these runners. Osse set up for Plasma Spark, and oh, goop sparks into the ceiling, but hey, that's all right. Happens to the best of us. When your movement is already this good, it's forgivable if you don't get Plasma Spark. Chad asking, is Osse doing PDKR? It looks like that. It definitely looks like that's the route he's selected. And he's picking up Plasma here, so increasing his firepower to almost maximum. Whewty, meanwhile, picking up those super, super accessible super missiles in the wreck ship. Meanwhile, Osse making his escape through the plasma room, destroying all of the plasma-guarding pink pirates. And then slamming through those little goopy enemies in a pyramid shape on the floor, just saying, ha! See what I can do now? I've got Plasma Beam. And that's electing to go, not electing, but utilizing that as a quick farm. Now heading upstairs to go down the toilet. The toilet costs not a paltry sum by any means, but one super missile. Meanwhile, Whewty going for Attic Spark, sparking to the left side across Attic, destroying all the enemies in his way. And it looks like he got it because he didn't back up and destroy any more enemies. Very nice job from Whewty. Osse maintaining his momentum with that spammable space jump underwater. Very, very nice movement from both these runners. So Osse has defeated all of the bosses in Meridia and all of the bosses in Criteria. You thought I was going to say Brinstar. He hasn't fought Spore Spawn yet. Come on. I'm keeping good notes here. Looks like Osse electing to do Kraid now. Meanwhile, Whewty's going to make his way across Bowling to pick up that coveted gravity suit. Osse showing no mercy against Mini Kraid and those pirates because he's got Plasma Beam and a great space boost across, no damage boost required. And now he's into Kraid's lair. He's got the Morph Ball set up to reduce lag against Kraid. He'll be setting up for a quick kill here. Looks like he's going to get another shot at it here from Osse. Three short bunny hops, and he destroys Kraid. But unfortunately, we're just getting now that Whewty has forfeited from the race. That is such a shame to hear. He added a comment after he forfeit. Chain damage and 92% drop frames. So really sorry to hear that, Whewty. We were really enjoying seeing the parts of your run that we could see. Really sorry to see you forfeit. Tough luck for Whewty. That's really tough. We'll mark him forfeit. We'll see if he wants to come in and chat for a little bit. And meanwhile, Osse is going to be continuing his run. And Whewty said he'll join us, but meanwhile, we can continue to watch Osse set a great pace here. He's back into Norfair, making his way down Business Center into Ice Beam. So this will be the last beam that he picks up. Unless you just want to go for the total meme of picking up Spazer after you've picked up Plasma. But Osse's showing that he's not one for memery. He's more just about brutally fast times. And we'd like to welcome in Whewty, runner-up for tonight's 90% all bosses. Whewty, really tough luck. GG's, though. Whewty, can you hear us? All right, Osse setting up against Crocomire here. Able to defeat Crocomire in a single shot, given how Plasma works. Since it penetrates enemies, it just blasts Crocomire with maximum damage per frame. As somebody in chat explained, it's very technical. All you guys are a bunch of nerds. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are extremely knowledgeable about the game, and I appreciate any gaps in my knowledge that you can fill in. Osse picking up the Crocky tank. So Crocomire's down. That leaves 2 bosses in Norfair, 1 in Brinstar, and of course, we still got Mother Brain to worry about. Osse setting up for a spike suit here, but doesn't look like he got it. And Osse turning his back to a giant skeleton. My goodness, it just falls to pieces in front of him. The last of his kind, Crocomire, is now extinct. So Osse heading down to lower Norfair now. He's got the full kit. He's got Space Jump and Gravity Suit and Varia Suit. Or maybe he doesn't have Varia Suit. I don't actually know. But if he doesn't have Varia Suit, he'll have to pick up a few more E-Tanks, because without Varia Suit, Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam does twice as much damage. But Osse's into lower Norfair. Oh, picking up Space Jump because he has to fight GT, so he could go the traditional way, or he could use a Green Gate Glitch. The choice is his. It's all about making choices here. Now Osse's setting up for Green Gate Glitch to go in against GT. First try, Green Gate Glitch. Terrific job from Osse. Very impressive. And now heading into the back door against Golden Chorizo. Golden Chorizo, you can kind of pin him in the corner as he just helplessly jumps up and down, getting pounded by charged plasma shots. And here's Osse opening up against GT here, showing off that just pinning him on the ropes and just throwing haymakers. A very quick fight from Osse. GT is dead. The number of bosses dwindles one by one. And Osse picking up that screw attack, because why not? It just makes the rest in lower Norfair so much easier. If you're going to stop at GT, you might as well pick it up. And Osse with a reverse Green Gate Glitch, the intended way of going through a Green Gate. Excellent job from Osse. Now setting up for fast pillars. Oh, and the correction, just using that screw attack and Space Jump to blast through him. And screw attack, Space Jump combination makes worst room in the game simply just another room in the game. And Osse maintaining that screw jump, maintaining that space jump rhythm, making his way through amphitheater. Unfortunately, Whewty's not going to be able to join us. He says he can't get anything to work, so GG's and really tough luck for Whewty. We hope to see him in action at round 3. We hope that his ISP stops throttling his internet connection because, gosh darn it, the man's got a tournament race to do. How could you do this? I'm not going to call out any specific ISPs because that would probably be against copyright, but what the heck, ISPs? What the heck? Not very happy about that. But Whewty's in chat, so welcome in, Whewty. Give him your GGs, give him all your love, and tell him best of luck in round 3. Osse, meanwhile, still got more run to do. He's setting up against these pirates. It looks like, wow, just destroying both of them at the same time, getting them to turn golden in color and vulnerable, and using those plasma shots to just destroy them very fast. Osse has really put on a clinic in terms of really fast movement in this run. So Osse going to open up against Ridley here. He's going to take 20 charge ice plasma wave shots, 900 damage per shot for a total of 18,000 HP. You'll see multiple color changes from Ridley. Osse shrugging off that acid dip, not even concerned about it. Backing up using that moonwalk, now taken to the sky and taking the fight to Ridley, just continuing to pelt him with those charge shots. Already got the color change. So far, a very nice fight from Osse. It looks like Ridley's already starting to head right in to pick him up. Very, very clean fight from Osse, very fast. And Osse skipping the Ridley tank, so going straight out. He's got great energy, almost 3 full tanks. So Osse going to fly past those pirates and head up to Wasteland as he continues his lower Norfair escape. He's still got one more mini-boss to face, and that is the crowd favorite, the crowd pleaser, the teaser, the Spore Spawn. But Osse showing off that screw attack, just wasting those Deskigas. A nice speedball through that block. Very good exit from Wasteland. And now making his way past these the understudies for the 3 Musketeer Key Hunters. You can call them whatever you like, but to me, they're simply the understudies. And now up into Fireflea, just making his way past those boulders and all those fireballs. No problem at all for Osse. A great space jump there to make it up that platform. That room was very fast, and now maintaining that space jump rhythm. Quick mock ball underneath to avoid that rising lava, I should say rising acid, and just blasting through the 3 Musketeers, and Osse's lower Norfair escape is complete. So Osse back into Bubble Mountain now. We'll see him head to Meridia, but able to take this little shortcut because this time around through Bubble Mountain, he's got power bombs. Doesn't have to go through the little gap between the statues there. And now back into Frogway. Able to just rip right through Frogway thanks to that boosted speed from the speed booster. And I think he got the jump here to make it across the save station, I should say. Very, very well executed from Osse. And just a couple quick wall jumps up Business Center, and he's already back to Brinstar. All right, if this were any percent, you'd see him head back up to Meridia, but no, we still got one more boss to face, the most treacherous, the most deadly, the most dastardly boss in any game, in video game history. That's right. The spawner of spores itself, the spore spawn, the swinging 8-ball trajectory infinity sign spiked plant ball thing. Who even knows what it is or what it could be, with the capability to turn everything into an old-timey sienna-colored photograph. Absolutely incredible abilities from this mini boss. But Osse showing no fear as he makes his way back up Green Hill Zone, using that space jump and screw attack to great effect. And now flying all the way upstairs, all the way to the top of Big Pink to take on the Spore Spawn. Just blasting through those key hunters and unlocking the door to Spore Spawn. Now, because Osse has charged plasma, he'll be able to one-shot poor Spo right in the face and just destroy him in one hit. Spoiler alert, he probably will. But Spore Spawn just swinging around, just swinging a chain, swinging a chain, swinging a chain. And Spore Spawn is dead. The death animation has already begun. Osse wisely destroyed the door. I should say opened the door with a super because he's already got supers. The game intends for you to not have supers, but Osse's got him because he saved the best for last. Spore Spawn is dead, so Osse's going to make his way back through Brinstar and head straight to G4. So back up the green shaft of Brinstar, and he'll be deposited right outside of G4. So excellent routing from Osse. You'd think watching his movement, not only has he played this game before, but I'm 99% sure he's done this type of run category before. I don't know, chat, what do you think? Who am I trying to kid? Let's just bump that 99% to 100. Osse has had a terrific run tonight in this any percent all bosses category. So now Osse gets to relax a little bit, having defeated all 4 G4 statue bosses, in addition to the mini bosses in the game, Batwoon, Crocomire, Bomb Terizo, Golden Terizo. The other one? Just kidding. You thought I would forget Spore Spawn? I could never forget Spore Spawn. But we'll take this time, though, during the G4 cutscene to thank everybody over at speedgaming.org for putting together another terrific tournament. Thank you to all the volunteers, the stage managers. Thank you to Feasel. Thank you to everybody associated with Speed Gaming, and a special shout out to the tournament organizers of the Super Metroid multi-category tournament. Without you, this tournament would not exist, or it would just have a different name. So Osse's into Torian now. He's only got one more boss to face, but let's see him handle these Metroids. Looks like he's going to group the next 3 here. Lays a bomb to just scrape those Metroids off of his gravity suit and group them together, freeze them, and destroy them. So Osse setting a very good clip here. Another grouping strat here. Rolls away from the bomb to just shake those Metroids off. And he's into the last Metroid room with 20 and 10. He's got full ammunition. Another grouping strat from Osse. Perfectly executed, full energy, full ammunition heading into the baby skip. So one of those iron one of those iron side hoppers decides to join the fun, but all of a sudden, oh my goodness, a giant Metroid latches onto it and literally sucks the life out of it, leaving nothing but a dried husk that evaporates in front of you. Osse setting up the jump rope, clearing away the moss. He's got the baby Metroid right where he wants him, and he executes perfectly, executing a perfect baby skip. Very nice from Osse. No need to refill his energy. A quick super through the door and another super through the Ghidorah. And he'll be nearly there to Mother Brain 1. An impressive Zeb skip that was extremely fast, taking damage, using those iframes to just pass harmlessly through that Zebetite, and now giving Mother Brain 1 the business with a external delivery of missiles and supers. He's all the way through the Mother Brain 1 fight already. Now he'll have to face off against Mother Brain 2. Not a trivial fight, but made much easier by only needing 20 shots instead of 60, thanks to his beam combination. And Mother Brain's kind enough to allow Osse to just pelt her with 7 to 9, maybe even 10 shots before even opening up with a single attack. And she opens with a bomb. Fires a French fry, but Osse just shrugs that off. Another bomb into an onion ring. And I believe he's already into the ketchup phase here, just waiting for that arm to come down. He debates Mother Brain 2 perfectly. And that will do it for Mother Brain 2 and Osse. Very, very excellent fight. And Osse is saved by the baby Metroid. I almost did it again. Almost another unintentional spoonerism. Everyone's got their bugaboo. That must be mine. But Osse taking a little breather here as he sits through this cutscene. As the baby Metroid continues to absorb all of Mother Brain's powers. Hey, that's pretty good looking HP you got there. Hey, this is nice. This is good. This is a good number. It's nice. Very good. Totally intentional, I'm gonna assume. So the baby Metroid restoring Samus's health while Mother Brain 2 restores her HP. Purple pink smoke coming from her face. And just continues to pelt the poor baby Metroid with onion rings. The baby Metroid took away her rainbow beam. But Mother Brain definitely giving that baby Metroid the business. And Mother Brain finishes the run with a time of 46:34. GG's to Mother... Oh, wait, no, not again, Hockey. That's 2 races in a row. Mother Brain isn't running this race. It's Osse101. Osse101 opening up with hyper beam shots to Mother Brain 3. He's got to land 36 of those bad lads. And gets a good rhythm here. Jumping up and down, using those angle up button to get the right trajectory for his hyper beam shots. Finishes off Mother Brain 3. Excellent fight from Osse. You know, it was Eddie Vedder in Pearl Jam who said, "Hearts and thoughts, they fade." And Mother Brain has faded away as Osse makes his escape from Torian. Osse going to show off a little casual speedrun strat here. Very, very nicely done. Sparking up there. Only experienced readers of Nintendo Power know about that strat. Meanwhile, he's into the Leodoc's room. Going to set up for a moonfall here. Excellent execution. Now just going to wall jump his way out of here. Goes with the Behemoth Spark all the way up the reverse climb. All he's got left is Parlor, and he's through to the... All right, Osse turning on the afterburners here, skipping the animals through the door. And folks, that'll do it. Osse finishes his run with an official SRL time of 48 minutes and 32 seconds. GG's to Osse. Taking a quick look at the participants tab of the Super Metroid Multi-Category Tournament 2020 spreadsheet, and that is a PB by almost a minute, actually by exactly a minute and a half, at least his SRL time, but a little bit faster on the live split time. GG's and congratulations on the PB to Osse. All right, while we wait to see if Osse's going to stop by for an interview, I'd like to remind you all that there's plenty more Super Metroid multi-category tournament action in store for you, including tonight. Let's take a look at that schedule. So tonight, Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, at 9 p.m., we have Cerberoth, Cerberoth versus Beefrobber over on SpeedGaming 4. That's commentated by Solid Snake. And at 9:30, we have Lomian Jones versus Mass Hysteria. And that's going to be right here on SpeedGaming 2, with commentary from Kip and Maniacal. But there's a lot more tournament action heading your way on Thursday. Thursday's got 6 whole matches, another 4 on Friday, and then it kind of peters out a little bit onto the weekend. But don't worry, there's still plenty more Super Metroid action coming your way. All right, I'd like to welcome in this race's winner and the new PB holder, Osse101. GG's, Osse.
Thanks.
Yeah, so really definitely saw some incredible movement technique from you tonight. Did you feel like you were setting a good pace early?
Oh yeah, I got to the moat and I didn't fall in the moat, and then I got to Fantoon and it was 3 rounds, and that's all you need for a good pace.
Absolutely. So that Fantoon was a triple fast. That was impressive.
Yeah. Then I misplayed the first round. I didn't get any Dopplers, and I missed a early missile. So it was a bit tricky to recover from that, but I did. But triple fast, instant gold, instant PB.
Well, absolutely. Congratulations. That was over a minute and a half, I believe you shaved off your previous PB.
I did a run yesterday that was in between these 2 times.
Well, right on. The time is just continuing to fall off for you. Congratulations on the W. What kind of what expectations do you have for round 3 of this Swiss category? I should say Swiss round action when we go into RBO, any percent, and triple bingo.
So I think I'm hoping for any percent or bingo. I'm pretty good at those. My RBO is fine, but I haven't optimized it for speed, so I think I'll be avoiding that one. But it'll give me a chance to work on it, I guess, as we go deeper into the tournament.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've been really impressed with you so far. Impressed with you last year at the SM Prodigy Tournament 2019. You were the overall winner, so GG's for that a year later. But also GG's tonight, of course, for your win over Whewty. Unfortunately, Whewty forfeit. He was having some stream problems, and then I believe he died to chain damage on Dragon.
Yep, chain damage can happen to anyone. Unfortunate.
Absolutely, nobody is immune. So I think we're just wrapping things up. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Osse? The mic is yours.
I don't know. Oh, right, the Batoon. I got the double X factor. And that was on the bad pattern, too, that I'm really bad at. But I still got a 1 round out of that. So
it was highly impressive stuff.
I've been practicing double X factor recently as a way to save supers. and it worked out today. I got to save 2.
Well, very nicely done. It was very impressive. Chat just went crazy when they did that double X Factor on Bottoon, so it was very impressive from start to finish. And I think, yeah, if you don't have anything else to say, I think we'll just wrap things up.
Sure.
All right, so as you heard, there's plenty more Super Metroid multi-category tournament 2020 action heading your way. Be sure to check that schedule. Keep checking. And come and root on your favorite runners. Root on everybody that's participating in this tournament. And on behalf of SpeedGaming and the tournament organizers of the Super Metroid multi-category tournament 2020, I am the Hockey Towner signing off and saying see you next mission.